It's about to be triple-digit potential speeds as Forrest Wang initiates into that first front clip. We are obviously here under the lights now as, look at this, Forrest Wang pulling away, letting it hang out. Conrad Grunwald hangs it out even further as he goes into the dirt, transition into that front clip. Pulling all the way through. All right, so here we go. Conrad out front, Wang giving chase. Let's see how they go into that first front clip. Remember, they have a front, just as Conrad initiates, going hard into that rear clipping zone, transitioning as Conrad, Forrest Wang does not get to that outside clipping zone. Man, Conrad, a rocket ship. Going to the judges, Andy, Brian, and Ryan saying, Forrest Wang, and unanimous, Forrest Wang gets the win. Moving on to our next battle, Wang is in the Great 8. Here we go, next, we got the Goosh versus Mang. Here we go, Ken Gooshie. Did good in qualifying. Here comes Mang in that V8 S13. Good transition from Gooshie. Mang tightening up. And there we go, rounding it out to the outside clipping zone. You could win a GoPro Hero 3 Plus camera. Here we go, Jun Mang out front with Gooshie giving chase. Jun Mang getting an outside clip that Ken Gooshie did not. As Gooshie now getting close to Mang. Nice job for both the gentlemen on the front clip. Gooshie really closing that gap. That 2JZ power under the hood. Make some noise, Texas. Here are results, Ryan. One more time from Andy, Brian saying Jun Mang, and Jun Mang gets the win. Jun Mang advances on to the Great 8. All right, so Jun Mang advances as we move on to our next battle. Dean Carnage Carney versus Vaughn Gittin Jr. All-American battle here. 18 cylinders on track. Who's going to get it? Carney is on a tear, but Vaughn Gittin Jr. third in points. Obviously, a good showing by him. Whoa! And Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Carney going toe-to-toe. Woo!
Let's take a look at this replay again so we can walk through this. Now, this is the point of contact. As you can see, Dean comes here. Now, watch, we see Vaughn Gittin Jr. in the back with the brakes on. But watch as Kearney transitions. He misses outer zone number 1. And if you look at the back wheel, it is completely locked up. So what the judges are saying is that because Kearney misses outer zone number 1, to make up for it and extend and push into outer zone number 2, he gets on the e-brake for an extended amount of time. So really what looks like Gittin going fast up to Kearney and making contact, in their minds, is really Kearney slowing down and Gittin trying to not make contact and avoid hitting him. So the judges are indeed giving Kearney the fault here. And so right now, Vaughn Gittin Jr. actually has an advantage over Dean Kearney.
All right, so here we go, Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Dean Carnage Carney. And look at this, nice job into that. Oh, and Vaughn Gittin Jr. hangs it out there as Dean does as well. Wow, Ryan, that got a little sketchy there for both these gentlemen.
Well, they're definitely pushing hard, no doubt about it. I mean, after that first battle, you had to expect this right here. Vaughn Gittin Jr. comes into initiation on the inner clip 1. Again, you want to shoot out as wide as he possibly can. He does a good job on that outer zone 1. Dean is right there as Gittin comes up short on outer zone number 2, almost making contact right there. A ton of smoke on track as Dean just clips that last inside clip and then pushing it across the line. So
and going to the judges, Andy says Vaughn Gittin Jr., and it's unanimous. Vaughn Gittin Jr. advances into the Great 8. All right, so let's move on to our next battle. We're finding out that Dean Carnage Carney does have hands on the car, so we'll get those cars sorted out and we'll explain what went on as we advance on to our next battle. Odie Bakshi's, Tyler McCory. Here we go. Odie Bakshi's through the chicane into that rear clipping zone. Man, these guys are ripping coming in. And here goes Tyler McCory into formation. A wide swing by McCory into that front clip, but there is Odie Bakshi's. See that white line down the center of the track. All right, here we go. So Tyler McCory into that first front clip, going to the first outside clipping zone. Odie Bakshi's tapping the brakes, closing that gap as Odie Bakshi's nice execution there on that chase. Look at Odie Bakshi's, wow. Slide right or left, or it goes one more time. Andy says Odie. Brian says Odie, and it's unanimous. Odie Bakshi's gets the win. As Chris Forsberg will be leading, Jonathan Castro will be giving chase. Now, obviously some hypercritical points are up for grabs here. You wonder if there were any team orders, all joking aside, as far as getting a victory or advancing on. You want to win fair and square, right? So Chris Forsberg throwing down some sick angle here. From Forsberg out front, Castro applying the pressure here in the latter part of the course. Nice job by Castro. All right, so here we go. Castro out front goes through the start chicane, initiating door-to-door is Forsberg with Castro, but Castro pulls away. Look at Castro lunging forward. A wide swing on that front clip as Forsberg now sinks in the dagger. An open opportunity for Forsberg there as Castro swung wide, but wow, look at that. So the judges are actually taking, look at this, side by side, look at this split screen. So with Chris Forsberg's lead run, there's Castro's lead run. Like that angle, this is a pretty solid showing there. So Castro with a good chase job. As we are awaiting the judge's verdict. Who is joining? So Andy says Chris Forsberg, Brian says Chris Forsberg, and Ryan, it's unanimous. Unfortunately, you don't get what you asked for here as far as one more time, but Chris Forsberg gets the win. Make some noise for Castro. Every reason. Here we go. Daigo Saito. Thank you, Bridges. As Daigo Saito out front, Ryan Turk giving chase. Look at Saito coming in. Guns a-blazing here on that rear clipping zone. Ryan Turk does not get to the outside clipping zone as Saito coming through the course. Man, Saito, crazy amount of angle. All right, here comes Ryan Turk out front. Retax Lifestyle backpacks on Maxxis tires. Daigo Saito initiating into that first front clip, transitioning through the chicane into that first rear clipping zone. Daigo Saito right there mirroring Ryan Turk's line. As Ryan Turk off that front clip a bit as Daigo is right there, cannot shake the ninja Daigo Saito. All over Ryan Turk. The ninja looking very poised, great angle, good execution between those two gentlemen.
Let's go back to this replay here, Jared, as we take a look at Ryan Turk out front against Daigo Saito. Daigo not giving any room, both frames and car on that transition, or both cars and frame on that transition. Ryan Turk does a great job filling that first and second outer zone. One of the few drivers actually doing it. It causes him to go wide right there on that last inside clip, and Daigo attacks right there, staying with him.
One more time from Andy Yen, Brian and Ryan saying, Daigo Saito from Brian, and Ryan says one more time. Was pretty crazy here. So these guys have seen a lot of track time together back home in Florida. Here we go, Denofa initiating, bringing it out. Oh, good and going off course. Good and getting a little crazy as Denofa goes off course.
Whoa, what happened there? That was weird.
This is the asphalt circus here at Texas Motor Speedway. It seemed that Gooden went off course, and then I don't know, I think it was an independent incident, and I think,
yeah,
well, I told you as Chelsea Denofa, man, that looks like a mini car. I told you Denofa had his, oh, smell that?
Yep, this is engine.
Oh, engine's done.
Let's take a look at this. You can see right here, Gooden goes off right there, comes back on course, and then, yeah, it looks like his engine must have died. I know you were mentioning that he was having problems, and then you can actually smell the burning oil right now, so you have to imagine that that's actually from Denofa's car, and now with him popping the hood, I mean, I think that pretty much seals it. Got to imagine that obviously this is going to be potentially a zero run for both drivers if Pat Gooden was zeroed out on that as well.
All right, so yeah, as you say, here we go. Osbo out front. Let's see how he goes to outside clipping zone. Great degree of angle from Osbo. Justin Pollock, not as deep an angle, but he does get that proximity. Look at that. He gets close to him, nosing in with that Falcon Tires Mustang. The little rocket bunny rocket ship. Man, ripping through the course.
Yeah, let's take a look at this right here as Frederick Osbo initiates right there. Justin Pollock right on the backside right there as Osbo fills that first outer zone and second outer zone. JTP is right there. Nice job on the angle, staying close on proximity. Great job right here by both competitors. It's a pretty awesome event. Very competitive as both guys cross the finish line.
Send it. Here we go. JTP, Frederick Osbo. into that first front clip right there. So Pollock navigates it properly. Osbo not getting in the outside clipping zone as Osbo on the second run. Pollock, a strong showing out front, doing exactly what he needs to do as Osbo now closing the door. Woo!
Whoa!
Almost getting a nose job there was Osbo.
Replay here.
All right, so as you take a look at this, that's a really like this. I mean, you really see the standout points of both runs next to each other, man.
Yeah, you see.
I liked Osbo's lead run. It was really strong, really dynamic. Let's go to the judges one more time. What do you guys think? One more. There it is. One more time. They're going at it again. Parker Jett, be a good boy. Come on now. Here we go. Saito out front. Look at this. Turk nipping at his heels. Saito transitions into the rear clipping zone. Nice showing by Saito. Turk going, dancing with the jerk. Is Turk tightening it up? Is Saito and Turk. Turk tapping the brakes. Oh, Turk falling back as Saito rips through that final clipping zone. All right, we are sending cars, says Dougie. All right, so, oh, look at this.
Oh, no.
So Saito, wondering what's going on here. Is it a restart? So Turk's kind of, what's the story, Morning Glory? As Turk heads back to the start line. Pretty interesting turn of events there, Ryan.
Well, there's, this is it, yeah, and then there goes Turk. Yeah, because there's no restart cone out here for this round. But here's the second battle. Now you can see the red light goes down. Turk's on the brakes here, getting ready to launch. And as the starter walks away, there's the red light right there. Now you can see it goes out. That's when Turk launches, and Daigo does not launch and he stops. Now Turk gets on the brakes right here. There's a flagger out. And what we had learned had happened is that Daigo's car was having some problems and he had stalled on the start line. Now at this point, this is technically a run, and so Ryan Turk should get the win. However, when asked whether or not he would like to get the win based on this or run Daigo again, Ryan Turk, now my hero for doing something he doesn't need to do, and everybody should give it up for him, has chosen to run Daigo again.
That's pretty respectable, man.
He could have taken the win right there because of Daigo's mechanical and not getting off the line. He chose to actually take this run, and I give it up to him for that.
Here we go, Saito versus Turk. Again, this is the second half of it. I mean, we've seen a few battles. You know, I think the judges are even going to have to review.
This is the second half of the one more time.
Yeah, I mean, so we've seen these guys already do battle. We've seen them leave the line. I mean, a pretty interesting turn of events. So already 7 drivers in the grade 8. Who's going to be the final driver? As Saito is not 100%.
Yeah.
So even given the circumstances of wanting to run again, that thing is a tie. Whoa, Saito. Yeah, I mean, obviously not 100%. Saito driving like a bat out of hell. The Ninja is just absolutely on fire, but too little too late. So, Ryan, JTP, Osbo. This is championship implications, Ryan. Here we go. Osbo and JTP. Osbo out front, going into that rear clipping. So, whoa, Osbo. Nice gangster entry. Look at JTP. Wheel to wheel is JTP having to back off a little bit there as Justin Pollock. Now quite a bit. Woo! Man, these guys going for the gusto.
Well, it's nice to see some good drifting action after all these delays here, and you can see Frederick Osbo, nice job on that first inside clip. JTP trying to stay with him. Osbo filling that first outer zone and second outer zone, and JTP diving in on the attack. Just pushes a little bit too hard though, and he gets wonky right there. Goes outside a little bit. He falls away from Frederick Osbo, and Osbo crosses the finish line.
Osbo and Justin Pollock are about to go down. Here we go. Justin Pollock out front. Osbo giving chase. Justin Pollock initiating into that first rear clipping zone. Nice job there by Pollock as Osbo. Pollock tightening it up there on that front clip. There goes Osbo nosing it down. Justin Pollock. Woo, nice job there. Man,
Well, this is a pretty good battle here. As you can see, JTP does not get the greatest initiation. He kind of comes into it straight line, does not get that good flick. He shoots out wide there, gets that zone, gets the second zone too, but Oswald's right there on his back bumper, and you can see Oswald close the door. In the last run, that's where JTP kind of fell off, but Oswald was able to stay a lot closer right there on that last inside clip.
Here we go, going. Again, championship implications, Osbo and Pollock. Andy, Brian and Ryan, Frederick Osbo, it's unanimous. Frederick Osbo gets the win. To JZ S14 of June Meng and the V8 S13 of June Meng. Lucas Oil S13 on Maxxis tires. Here comes the Hankook tire burner machine that is Forrest Wang. Again, our #1 qualifier. He's gunning for his first ever Formula Drift podium. Good transition there by Forrest Wang, filling that rear clipping zone. Killer transition from Forrest Wang as Meng tries to nose in and shuts her down around that front clip. June Meng will be out front. Forrest Wang will be giving chase. Navigating through the start chicane. Here we go. Meng initiates as Wang follows suit. Meng versus Wang. Forrest Wang needs to apply the pressure if he wants to advance. Even with that bobble by June Meng, you can hear him just clutch kicking that thing. I don't think this was an inactive chase, and was that too big of a gap? To find out who advances on to the Final Four. Here we go. Do we have a verdict? They're saying Andy says Forrest Wang, and there it is. It's unanimous. Forrest Wang, our #1 qualifier, advances into the Final Four. Vaughn Gittin Jr. qualifying 13th, as opposed to Odie, who qualified 5th, so Odie will be leading the first portion of this battle. All right, here we go. Odie Bakshi's field suspension. V8 S14 initiates in that first front clip. Wow, nice snappy transition by Bakshi's. Vaughn Gittin Jr. back to quite a ways. Three-wheel motion from Odie Bakshi's. Vaughn Gittin Jr. trying to close the gap. Going over that front clip is Vaughn Gittin Jr. All right, so Vaughn Gittin Jr. out front. Odie giving chase. Man, the way Odie has just been driving this year, just absolutely possessive. Here we go. Vaughn out front. Let's see Vaughn transition into that first front clip. Odie applying the pressure out of the gate. Vaughn filling that rear clipping zone, transitioning through. Odie Bakshi's lunging forward. Vaughn Gittin Jr. closes the door. Odie Bakshi's compromising that rear clipping zone. But wheel to wheel, door to door, Odie Bakshi's. Woo! Make some noise for these two warriors.
Wow, so let's take a look at this, Jared. You can see both guys into initiation, very snappy, very aggressive right here. Vaughn shooting out wide, does a good job filling that zone. Odie is off it a little bit. He's off that zone too. He's trying to go for that proximity here. That's a gamble that he takes, but he definitely wins the proximity battle. He does sacrifice that first and second outer zone, so a tough job for the judges.
Going to the judges, Andy, Brian, and Ryan. Odie says Andy, and it's unanimous. Odie Bakshi gets the win. Odie advances on to the Final Four.
As we go to Forsberg and Turk.
This should be, I mean, these guys just came off of, you know, hanging out at what they call the, you know, best place on earth, you know, Englishtown Raceway Park. These guys have fun in their missile cars. They have an event called Freedom Moves that the Club Loose guys put on. And these guys are, you know, best of friends, but when it comes to track time, it doesn't matter. Here we go, Chris Forsberg initiating into that first front clip. Great angle from Forsberg, tapping it out as Ryan Turk. These are some high-end missiles. These are some baller missiles right here. As Forsberg pulling away from Turk. Here we go, Ryan Turk, Chris Forsberg. Who's going to win this Drift Alliance battle? Ryan Turk initiates the Retax Lifestyle Backpack Sign FRS. Nice. Good in that rear clipping zone. Chris Forsberg not getting the outside clipping zone. Checking the brakes as Forsberg wraps around that front clip. Now closing that gap. Who's going to advance on to the Final Four? One more time from Andy, Brian, and Ryan say. Chris Forsberg and Ryan says, one more time! Let's advance on to our next battle. What would have been our final battle, the Grade 8. Now we have to revisit that of Forsberg and Turk. Here we go, Osbo and Gooden. Frederick Osbo Goes in that front clip. Nice job. That's good. And look at this. Dropping into formation. Osbo on that front clip as Gooden closing the gap. Man, I tell you what, Gooden over the past 2 years has just really just been growing as a driver. All right, well, here we go. Gooden out front. Osbo giving chase. Gooden, a little faint entry there into that front clip as Osbo does not get to the outside clipping zone. Gooden tightening up to the front clip. Look at Osbo gaining that proximity. Whoa, man, Oshevitz. Woo. Nice one there.
Here we go with Pat Gooden in the lead right here against Frederick Osbo. Osbo staying super tight to Pat Gooden. As you can see, Gooden trying to reach out to that first outer zone. Does a great job on that second one. Osbo right there on the back left bumper of Pat Gooden. Both guys hitting that inside clip as Gooden throwing down a ton of smoke on track, and Osbo right there on that rear quarter panel.
Waiting for the verdicts from them. Again, the one more time. So Andy says Frederick Osbo. Brian says, and there it is. And it's, oh, look at that. So Ryan Lontaine saying one more time. Ryan Lontaine saying one more time. But regardless, Frederick Osbo gets the win. All right, so Wang and Bakshis and Osbo are in the Final Four. Who's going to join them? Again, Forsberg qualified second. Turk qualified 10th. Let's send it! Here at Texas Motor Speedway, we are way over our time as we're taking a look at the clock. Forsberg goes in that first front clip, transitions into the second, or excuse me, into the first rear clipping zone. Forsberg fills it up. Good transition as Turk drops into formation way off of Forsberg as he's tight to that front clip. Against star of his own show, Turk. Here comes Chris Forsberg. He's going to be chasing him down, star of his own show, Drift Garage on Network A. Oh, look at that, tit for tat. Good initiation, but that could hurt Forsberg here in this chase position. Now chasing him down, wheel to wheel is Forsberg. It's exactly where he needs to be. Oh, man! Woo! Make some noise. These are expensive missiles that these guys are ricocheting off the course.
Yeah, there's not a lot of need to speculate here. I mean, Chris Forsberg basically lays down an incredible chase run. You can see Turk is off that first outer zone. He goes a little bit early on that second outer zone, and Forsberg dives right in. He's able to stay right on the back rear bumper, almost goes up to the front wheel line of Ryan Turk. Very impressive.
I think we'll have a decision here. Make some noise for these guys, will you please? Texas Motor Speedway. Forsberg advances. So Chris Forsberg advances to the Final Four. Yeah, Wayne qualified first, Forsberg qualified second, Bakshis qualified fifth, and Osbo qualified sixth. So here we go. Sending Kaz. Reese Millen was here. All right, Reese might be watching at home. Reese, how we doing, buddy? We'll see you next weekend. Here we go, Forrest Wang, Odie Bakshis. Forrest Wang throwing it in here. The Get Nuts Laboratory SCR Racing Wheels S14, hanging it out there. Transitioning, Odie Bakshis. Whoa, are you kidding me? Odie Bakshis from left field. Wow. Make some noise, Texas. Dude, Odie Bakshis is killing it.
Well, let's take a look at this, Jared. Early initiation right there from Forrest Wang. Great job right there. Odie does not give him an inch. You can see Forrest gets out there on that first outer zone, comes around on the second, and then right there, Odie attacks on the inside, breaking it down, sucking up right on the back rear bumper of Forrest Wang, who's still putting on a great lead run. So this is awesome by both competitors.
So here we go. Odie Bakshis out front, that field suspension S14. Now Forrest Wang needs to throw it down here. Can Forrest Wang. And he does, tries to get close to Odie Bakshis, and he does. Look at that, Odie actually swinging wide. So a good showing, almost. I mean, man, that's really comparable runs to each other.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look on the replay here and see what happens on this track. As you can see, Odie initiates into the first inside clip right there. Let's see how wide he gets here. He comes a little bit short on that first outer zone. He leaves the second outer zone a little bit early as well. But Forrest, trying to make up ground, gets up on the inside and pushes up strong up against Odie. So both guys having a few mistakes.
Let's go to the judges. Ryan.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. And Odie says Andy Yen, Brian and Ryan say one more time, and Ryan Lontaine says one more time. They're going at it again.
All right.
All right. Streetwise Drift 2014 FD Pro-Am, September 27th and 28th. Here we go. Forsberg out front. Osbo in the chase position. Coming to that first front clip. Forsberg initiates. Coming into the first rear clipping zone. Forsberg. Osbo back there quite a bit. And now Forsberg tightens it up to that front clip. Here comes Osbo nosing in. Pulling through the final rear clipping zone. Make some noise, Texas.
Well, we saw the first run, and let's break it down here as Chris Forsberg coming out strong in that lead position on that first inside clip. A little bit of a gap established right there. As you can see, Chris Forsberg pretty perfect on that first outer zone, a little bit short on that second, but not that short. Osbo falling back, starts getting that proximity here, but I think it's pretty clear that Forsberg had that established gap, and he was able to hit that first.
The second portion of this battle. Here we go, Osbo into the first front clip. Nice initiation by Osbo. Going to the outside clipping zone as Osbo. Forsberg sinking it in. Wheel to wheel. And there's contact on track. Make some noise, Texas.
This is going to be the defining moment for sure. It will come down to who is at fault for contact here.
All right, so let's take a look here as Forsberg prepared himself to go wheel to wheel. You can see now Osbo, his front left wheel is definitely not correct, not straight up and down. Ryan, we're definitely going to take a look at the tail of the tape.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean this is an incredible move by Chris Forsberg. You just have to wonder, how the judges are going to interpret this. Let's keep an eye on all the brake lights and watch the wheels, see how people are braking. You can see also right there is on the foot brake, a little bit of hand brake right there, and this is where contact is made.
Ooh.
Probably roll that back, see if we can get that in one more time. Osbo comes out. Nice job on that outer zone. Forsberg's a little shallow.
Brakes. Osbo's on him.
He breaks to come around both guys right here. Forsberg possibly just tucking in a little bit too aggressively.
Ooh.
That's where the contact is made right there.
Well,
twice.
We saw this again in Wall. Forsberg and Osbo, they had wheel-to-wheel contact. Oh, here's a good angle.
Another angle.
So right here, I mean, Forsberg set himself up perfectly, but
yeah, there's the one contact and then the second. So there's two little.
It looks like tire to tire again. I mean, we've seen this before, and it was Osbo, or excuse me, Bakshis and Forsberg. They had contact tire to tire in New Jersey. So Osbo sustaining some damage to his vehicle. Now this could have implications on if he advances, he's going to need to get hands on that car and get it fixed. So going to the judges, Andy, Brian, and Ryan, between Osbo and Forsberg. Andy says Osbo. Brian says Osbo gets the win. Frederick Osbo gets the win and advances on to the finals. So Osbo advances to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, the story has been, all Frederick Osbo all year long, but here we go. We're going to find out who's in the finals right now.
All right,
against
so
Osbo.
Now, who's also to the sides is, he wants to get another podium. Chris Forsberg, he's to the sides as it's dictated by qualifying as Forrest Wang. Odie Bakshis dropping in formation. Forrest Wang with a wide swing as Odie closes the door. Look at this, Odie Bakshis wheel to wheel. Man, so like I said, Ryan, the points are the same, third and fourth, and third is now dictated by qualifying.
Right.
So Forsberg's saying, hey, Odie, why don't you win this for me?
Well, let's take a look at this run here. As you can see, Forrest Wang in the lead position. Nice job filling that zone. Odie does not fill it. It allows him to get closer, but you can see right here, Forrest makes a little bit of a flub. So Odie, a mistake in the chase position, not following Forrest on that nice wide lead line right there. He is able to get proximity.
And Forrest Wang will be giving chase. So here we go. Odie Bakshis initiating in that first corner, into the first front clip, pulling away as Odie Bakshis. Wow! Odie Bakshis going hard. Forrest Wang swings wide on that last front clip. Odie Bakshis could have just slingshotted himself into the finals.
So on that first run, we saw Forrest with a really good lead run, and Odie making a few mistakes to get that proximity, but on this run, Odie does an awesome lead run of his own. Nice job filling both zones, and Forrest is the one that's lacking the proximity. He also falls off right here on the last part of the course. maybe giving Odie too big of an advantage for Forrest to overcome. And if he does, that'll be Odie Bakchis in his first final. And Forrest Wang will be taking the third place position here. But if it's Forrest that wins, then it will be Chris Forsberg that takes that third place podium tonight. There we go.
All right, Odie Bakchis says Andy, Brian, and Ryan say. Odie Bakchis gets the win. All right, so here we go for the finals. These are the finals. The GoPro, the world's most versatile camera finals. GoPro, be a hero. Who's going to be a hero? Will it be Odie or Osbo? Remember, Osbo got his first ever win in New Jersey earlier this year. Odie got his first ever podium at the same event. Transitioning in is Odie Bakchis. Nice job by Bakchis into the rear clipping zones. Now, you see Frederick Osbo run a little padoodle there. Only one headlight. You deserve a punch there as, man, Odie out front strong.
Well, obviously Osbo not able to actually get the car out on track. You got to wonder just about how close to perfect his vehicle is. You can see right here, though, Odie does a great job filling that first and second outer zone. I got to give Odie the advantage here as Frederick Osbo falls back a little bit here. Misses that that inside clip just a touch, giving Odie, I think, an advantage going into this next run. Now, if Odie can sustain that.
Let's alternate the order. Are we going to have a winner? Make some noise, Texas. Are you ready to send it? 1, 2, 3, send it. Osbo and Bakchis. Here we go. Osbo initiating into that first front clip, transitioning into the first rear clipping zone. Odie right there, transitioning in, and Bakchis spins.
Oh!
Odie Bakchis spins.
No!
Osbo continuing the course. As Odie Bakchis spins, the championship points have come closer together.
Oh my goodness.
It was all Odie on that first round, but unfortunately a spin, I don't think offsets the small mistakes that Osbo made on that first run.
Well, no doubt we're probably going to have a winner here, so we're going to bring the drivers down. But let's take a look at exactly what happened. You remember Odie, I thought, had that advantage in the first run. He transitions right here. He holds a lot of angle, but he just is not able to sustain it, and he spins out right there. It didn't seem like anything crazy. There was no contact. Just looks like a mistake from Odie, not able to anticipate where Frederick Osbo was going. And if Osbo gets the win here, again, he'll be that much closer to Chris Forsberg in the championship chase.
The winner here at Texas Motor Speedway, round 6 of 7 of the Formula Drift Championship. The championship comes down to the final round, October 10th and 11th. Buy your tickets or tune in, formulad.com/live. The winner here at Texas Motor Speedway is Frederick the Norwegian Hammer Osbo in the Papadakis Racing Hankook Tires Scion TC. Congratulations to Frederick Osbo. That means second place goes to Odie Bakchis in the Field Suspension LS Nitto Tire S14. There's your 1, 2, and 3 is rounded out by Forrest Wang in that Get Nuts Laboratory S14. Outpowering Forsberg coming into the power alley. So Forsberg foregoing that touch and go area. Need to gain that proximity there, and Forsberg does that, closing the gap. Just narrowly letting him pass by. Whoa, doctor, look at that.